model which transforms is because it's just easier. And once you start to dig under the hood of games, you'll find a lot of cases where this sort of stuff is done. We look at the characters, bosses, and areas in these games as the individuals which they are, but as I already explained with the way this game transforms levels by literally warping them out for the same level differently lit and decorated, the magic is in the illusion. You believe that the transformed orphan is the same entity, and so the illusion is maintained. If I made the surface transparent and let you see the other model while you fought this guy, assuming that the other model is located right underneath the surface, that illusion would be broken. Games are not reality simulators, so they can get away with breaking the rules like this, and considering how much duct tape and glue there is behind the scenes of games, it'd be a ridiculous ask for the game to prioritize realism. What we see in-game is very rarely close to being how the game gets about displaying it. You might think that warping between areas would just take the player from one area to the next, but under the hood, the game needs to freeze all of your inputs in the middle of the teleportation animation so that you don't do something stupid while it happens. It needs to dump everything in the level out of memory, which makes me think that the changes which are carried over between warps like bosses and NPC stories are actually not checked by localized objects, but rather global ones, since NPCs carry over between the maps being swapped around. Anyways, the game needs to dump the held map out of the memory, find the map you teleported to, build that map, drop your player at the designated coordinates, play the arrival animation, and then give you control of the character again. I'm assuming that the game never actually dumps the player character out of memory, since I don't think it needs to. But if that's the case, then the game must also turn on invincibility frames during the teleportation, in case an enemy snacks in a hit right before being dumped out of the memory. Alternatively, the game freezes itself once the loading screen comes up so that enemies don't hit you or kill your NPCs, and the game must then also make the player character invisible, only